Don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. So welcome back to another week, the start of another vlog week, and as you can tell the rain has continued and it's foggy this morning, so it's all very wet and damp but very warm. It's actually quite, I'll say, humid. The temperature is currently 5 degrees, but it feels a lot warmer than that. I don't know whether that's because there's low cloud and it's keeping the heat in, I don't know, but it just feels warmer. I've just done mum and dad's shopping for them, the grocery shopping for them, and I was wearing a pair of latex gloves, and by the time I'd got to the checkout, the gloves were like filled with moisture from my hands. It was that warm, so not a nice feeling. Soggy hands inside gloves, definitely not. But yeah, still had to queue though. 4 checkouts open out of 14, and yet people were queuing down the aisles. I swear to God, the supervisors in some of these supermarkets must walk around with their eyes closed. I don't think they realise that keeping people in enclosed spaces is not good for transmission rates. You want people in and out as soon as possible, back out into the open air, not having to stand around breathing the same atmosphere as everybody else. But, you know, I would have thought we would have learnt lessons from the first lockdown and the first spike, but, you know, what can you do? I don't know why you're sulking this morning, mister. You've been out for your WALK, you've got breakfast, 2 lots of breakfast, so why the sulk? Eh? Why are you sulking? Is it because nobody's playing with Mr. Ted? Is that what it is? So we're just taking Mr. Bentley for a walk while it's nice and dry and not too cold. And we've just been walking past at one of the local public houses, and there's a big sign, or a street sign, just telling you about the local kind of landmarks in the area. And right at the very bottom, just propped up against one of the legs of the sign, was a little piece of artwork that had been left for somebody to find. Let me turn the camera out.
Okay.
So there you go. So it's a little landscape painted on a rock, and written on the back, it's obviously been done by a child, and written on the back it says, "Hide again."
Literally.
Yes. So that's what we'll do. We'll walk on, and then at some point during the journey
We'll hide it.
we'll hide it again for somebody else to find. But how cute is that? Okay, so we've now left the stone for somebody else to find it
At the bus stop.
at the bus stop. Come on, Mr. Bentley.
Come on, son.
So we've just taken a break from filming. The house is filled with the aroma of cinnamon. It's beautiful. Ian's just taken Mr. Bentley out because it's that time for his WALK, but as you could tell, it's been snowing today, but it's obviously the temperature's dropped really quickly because it's now as foggy as I don't know what. Look. There you go. You can only just see the houses on the other side of the green. Very foggy indeed. I hope he doesn't get lost. So look, it's so foggy you can't even see the church spire. It's gone completely. And if you're wondering what we've been baking to make the house smell of cinnamon, then this is what we've been doing. There you go. It's a pear tart. So pear halves or quarters in an egg custard with cinnamon, obviously with a short crust pastry. And it's just cooling, it's still warm, so it's going to need at least an hour to cool down before we can trough into it. It almost disappears.
It looks grubby in the snow. Normally it looks lovely and clean. Look at him, it looks grubby.
Yep. Right, we've just edited that bit out, I think. Snow dog. So I've just finished working on a new project, and it's turned into a digital download set. I'm just popping some bits in the bin. So yeah, I kind of like these. This is a new set, a digi-download set, but it's a little bit different. It started out as one thing and it's turned into another. I know, these things happen. You start down one path and it leads you down a complete different one. Sometimes it's a bit of a rabbit hole, sometimes, you know. But yeah, I've finished these now, so I'll take you over to my work desk, if you like, and I'll show you what I've done. Okay, so the original idea was to create some images that I could use in my project. So I found these old vintage gents images in my collection, and I've had them for quite some time. Just never actually done anything with them. So what I've done is the original image. There were 7 gents, and it was an advert for gentlemen's clothing. So what I've done is I've cut them digitally, removed the background, so they're all freestanding characters, and I've retouched them all, I've recoloured them all, and I've put them onto vintage and distressed backgrounds to create these kind of postcard type images. Now these images are 5 inches by 7 inches, so they're quite large images. So as you can see, 7 inches by about 5. Near as damn it. Anyway, so, and there's 8 of them. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've kind of tried to vary the colours on these, but that doesn't matter. You'll see why in a second. So 5 and 6. And then I did say there was 7, which is the 7th one there. So what I've done is I've taken 2 of the other ones. So him and him are the same image, just flipped. And him is just recoloured with red rather than blue. And then both put together on the one image with a different background. So there's 8 5 by 7 vintage images of rather dapper chaps that I've cut out, recoloured, and then put onto vintage backgrounds with some kind of like distressed edges on them, but still enough for you to be able to do other stuff with if you wanted to. So don't forget, they're 5 by 7. Okay, but if you wanted to have these images and put them on your own backgrounds, then I've also included a set in the very same digi-download without any backgrounds. So those are our chaps without any of the backgrounds on. So you're getting those on the same set as well. And again, they're exactly the same size as these ones. So can be used for art journals, for whatever projects you kind of want to use them for. But what happens if you don't like the colours that I've chosen? Well, I've also included a complete set in grayscale, lightened up, so that you can colour them with your own pencils or your favourite alcohol colouring pens. So that is exactly what you get in the Digi-Download set. So there's 12 pages, you're getting all the 8 images in grayscale, you're getting all the coloured ones already pre-cut out, and you're getting the complete composite images as well in 5x7, so in the right kind of size for 5x7. So what else? Well, the bonus thing with this is that if you print those images at 50%, that's the size they come out at. And guess what? That's the size of an ATC, 2.5x7. Look, they're the exact size for an ATC. And just to prove it, here's one I prepared earlier. Just done at 50%, so I've printed it off at 50%, so that's the background, and I've just added a bit of stenciling, a little bit of washi tape, and some of those snippet stickers from the Halloween sticker set, the sticker book, Curiosities sticker set. And just to show how easy it is to create a little ATC using these as a background, I'm going to do another one just to show you. I've already cut the other one off from that set. So, and I've got a piece of 2.5 by 3.5 inch cardstock. So all I'm going to do is just grab my glue stick, some glue on the back, then I've got my ATC already cut out, and like I said, when I printed this, I just printed them at 50%. And I've got a little bit of wiggle room just to kind of centre it up a little bit. Okay, so there's my ATC. I'll grab some distress ink, and I'm just going to go back over the corners. You can either do it the old-fashioned way or do it this way, just to kind of get rid of those white edges. Or if there are any white edges, you can always just trim it down a little bit if you're so inclined. Okay, so that's gone round that edge there. Won't put that away just yet. So that's now on my piece of card. I'm going to grab some remnant rubs. So these are the Numeros remnant rubs. So just peel the back off there, because I want to add, let's just cut that circle out. There we go. Put that down, and then I'm going to put that in that corner there. I'm just going to use a bone folder. And hopefully this will be sufficient. And again, this is one of those things that the remnant rubs, or the rub-ons, if it doesn't come off properly, it just gives it that kind of grungy kind of effect, doesn't it? So we've got that, and then I can probably just add a little bit more coming in there. These probably did come with one of those little wooden popsicle sticks, lolly stick. There we go. Okay, so we've got that on there like so. If there's any just nipping over the edge, just snip it off, grunge it up, and then you can add stenciling on there as well if you want to. So let's just grab a stencil. Let's see. Just add a little bit of dimension into the background. Let's have a couple of those exclamation points. Just hold that steady. There we go. Just to kind of give it a little bit of extra. And then a couple more of the quotes from Tim Holt's stickers, the Curio stickers. The small chat or whatever you can use or put your own on. An uninvited guest, and then I did have a second one. Here we go. This is going to have some glue on it because unfortunately I managed to crumple it up a little bit, and then can go down there like so. Or you can team it up with a bit of washi tape. So you can pretty much have loads of fun just creating some little ATCs with whatever you've got. Stamps, stickers. If you've got one of those Victorian sticker books at Christmas like I did, you could use some stickers on those. I've just got my little ATC backs that I'm just going to pop on the back there. So I've now got another little set of two. So I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to carry on and do the rest of the other small images that I've printed off at 50% to create some ATCs, which I will probably end up putting into people's order as a thank you when they order something physical or send out with other stuff. But there you go. So that's what you can create by using those. 50%. And don't forget, you can actually print the black and white ones at 50%, cut them out, stick them onto your own background and colour them up to whatever you want. So that is my Gentleman's Club Digi download. It's the first time since the last lot of snow that I've ventured out of the house in the car. So it's all started to melt and disappear, but it's still quite slippery underfoot. So still taking it steady and easy. So I'm just nipping out to one of the small supermarkets just for a few stock-up items. Don't need a huge amount this week. Obviously tomorrow I'll be doing mum and dad's shopping. The eagle-eyed amongst you may have noticed I've got one of my new pairs of glasses. They came in separately. You would have thought they'd have arrived together, but obviously they came from 2 different suppliers. So one pair I've got, the other pair I'm picking up tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So, and it's so much nicer not to have to faff about between ordinary glasses and reading glasses. I was saying, but the camera just cut off. So yeah, so one pair down, second pair picking up tomorrow. So I've now done my shopping, I know, but that's just the way it works. The camera cuts out and I wait until after I've done the shopping to jump back in the car and carry on the same sentence. That's movie magic for you. Anyway, shopping's all done, it's all in the back. Managed to get everything apart from some cod liver oil capsules. They were completely out, so I need to add that to mum and dad's shopping list tomorrow, so I can pick those up tomorrow. But as for the rest of the day, I think this afternoon I might try and see if I can get another art journal page project complete. Might do another rogues gallery, might do another volume of the dolls page. Not sure yet, depends on how the mood takes me once I've had my lunch. We'll see. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.